tell somebody to follow. You gotta send out a link or something. That's why you need social media, man. So I can copy the link and put it on my
on Twitter, right?
Yeah, I'm on Twitter.
Let's see.
You need one of them little scan codes.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Friday Fuss. It's me, Jay Moore. You got here two files for y'all
in the flesh.
We getting ready to dive into some topics. Here's your beer, my brother. Here's my beer. Got the silver bullet. About to go werewolf hunting on this Friday, full moon. I'm getting ready to post the link, so if you all want to follow two file for y'all, let's see. I'm going to put at two file for y'all, right?
Yep. That's my Instagram, my boom, right there.
That's it?
Yep.
Oh, wait, I should have put it here. Hold on.
We both got to get our Twitters followers up. I only got 400 or something.
I just started putting my Twitter up here to have people following.
Thing is that, like, I swear the only people I know that really be on Twitter is like bitches in other states and NBA people.
Because of yeah, rough.
I had them smoking lips.
Back in the day, huh? Today used to be.
Shit.
Alright, so let's see.
Yep, I do fan of Danny Trejo.
Put your Instagram up. What is it doing
there? My location, wherever the money at. So effing dope and original.
What's up, everybody? Hey, Monica, what's going on? How you doing, sweetheart? How's your week been going?
Where do you see somebody at?
Right here.
Hey, Jay.
Don't hate.
I just said, hey, Jay.
See what I got to deal with, y'all?
I'll wait till it go live. So
it's live right now.
I'm talking about when, like, they can see the picture. I'll put that on there.
So what's up? Anybody got any questions, or we gonna dive into our list of topics for the week and give y'all a chance to say what you got to say first before we go? And if not, we're gonna dive into it and see what we got going on.
What you say you gonna call it? What you say, the Friday Night Fix?
Fuss.
Friday Night Fuss. I was about to say
fussing with you.
Because Friday Night Fix sound like we on drugs.
Hey, Ty, what's going on? Welcome back. Thanks. Happy Friday to you too. Hope you had a good week at work. Hope everything went good for you. Ty's a good supporter.
Yep. We about to come out with some t-shirts, y'all. And a P.O. box, so if y'all want to submit us anything in the mail, a new product to try out, something you want featured on here, just, of course, we heard of Dr. Umar Johnson.
Right. What's going on? Miss me. Hey, how you going, Miss me? How you doing?
I'm not in France. I'm
still employed. You ain't been laughing too hard at the work desk. I remember what you said. What's going on? I'm glad I ain't got you fired laughing at your desk. Crack open the silver bullet, y'all. Ty, your week was great. Yep. I'm glad to hear that, sweetheart. Mine wasn't too bad. I can't complain.
Check us out. We on YouTube right now. I'm going to submit the link in the description.
Wasn't too bad. I bought a couple things this week. Got a new camera. Hopefully I can make some better videos. Cost me a little bit for the camera. I'm making this so I can make better videos for you guys. I bought some new shoes too, y'all. Y'all want to check out my new shoes I just bought? And damn, I'm gonna spill my beer. Show y'all the shoes. Law, he's a mess. He's not a real doctor. I know, right? Hold on, y'all.
Neither is Dr. Dre, but he respected.
Dr. Dre. Here go the shoes I just got right here. Tell me what y'all think. This right here, Nike Vapor Max.
Are those velvet?
Got these right here. What y'all think? Pretty cool. Got this little clear coating right here. Protect the fabric. I like how it's got this right here on the bottom. Make sure the plastic don't wear out too easy. They real light. Real light, comfortable, flexible. What you think? Y'all like them? Wait a minute, let me move it over some. There you go. This is what I was talking about.
And the thing is, it's got a real nice soft insole. So if you stalking somebody, they can barely hear you.
See, I don't know about stalking, so we got to take his word for it. Ty, you like him a lot? That's what's up. Thanks. Your sons would love him. You both look so cute as little boys. Oh, thank you.
Hey, that picture was last week while you talking.
That's how long we go back. It ain't a time where I don't remember this dude. It's my nephew. Been together all our life. Yeah, my brother's old. My mama's older. Yeah, that was us. Now, thanks for the shoes. Yeah, I like them too, man. I got a good little deal on them. Try to stay in style.
Yep. When we get to like 1,000 viewers, we're gonna give away a pair of shoes, a pair of Yeezys.
Yeah, he's buying them for you.
So let everybody know.
Don't be looking at my Yeezys trying to give away my Yeezys.
We got a pair of Yeezys going on deck right now.
These my Yeezys, y'all. I ain't about to give them away.
They for the public, man. They for the public. It's for the greater good. Authentic Yeezys. When we get to 1,000 viewers. So tell a friend to tell a friend to tell somebody.
Hey, man, I got a big shoe collection, y'all.
And we going to show love to the people for showing love to us. And we going to autograph them, too.
Except he going to buy a pair. He ain't giving away my shoes.
So tell a friend to tell a friend to tell somebody.
What's up, Joyce Moore? How you doing?
Where do I know that name from?
Man, the shoes look squashed a little bit. They've been in the box too long. But that's what happens with these fabric shoes.
What's your Twitter? Let me see if I can find it.
J Stradamus 78.
70s, baby.
All right, well, I guess we about to dive into the topics of the week. If anybody got any questions or want to chime in on anything, feel free to send a message, and we'll get to it.
Because I can't retweet it yet. You didn't press submit.
Submit to what?
A tweet. You didn't send a tweet.
What you mean?
Like on Twitter, you didn't submit it, so I could retweet it. To my fellow weirdos.
Hold on, y'all. 1 second. You want me to talk? Send this out to Twitter?
Yep.
Give me 1 second.
Whatever, I can put it on my Instagram. You can put it on Facebook. I'm kind of banned at the moment.
He in Facebook jail.
I stay in Facebook jail. I'm too real for the book.
What y'all know about Facebook jail? What y'all feel about that?
You ain't a real Facebooker if you ain't never been in Facebook jail. Matter of fact, go to that picture right there. Go back to that so I can put that on Snap.
It's gonna be on the thing, man.
Oh, you know what? I forgot I can just do a screenshot.
No, I'm not a Facebooker.
It ain't for everybody, man. You gotta be a certain class of scumbag to stay in Facebook jail.
Thankfully, I haven't reached that class yet.
It's not for everybody.
I'm in undergraduate class.
I got my PhD in scumbagism.
I see. My friend, that's my nephew. This is too foul for y'all.
Yep, the one and only. The mouth of the Midwest, the talk of the town. Your favorite asinine person.
The voice of unreason.
Yep. The person you hate to love, such as I. He is I and I is him.
Can't see you, man. We got as much light. No, you need to move over.
Hey, chocolate is in style, man. Okay.
What y'all think of my recaps, the last ones I put up? Y'all see about Empire? What y'all think?
Okay, Grandma, I'm gonna scoot over for you. What's your nephew? Let me see. I'm nephew.
What you mean? What is he? I've been thinking the same thing for a long time, so I'm wondering what you mean. He's the one and only. The only one.
Yep.
Thank God.
I'm Googleable, baby.
Googleable. It's in Googleable.
That's right. Let me see here.
Indubitably. You can check him out on Twitter at Too Proud for Y'all.
Or Instagram or Snapchat. Same name. Yep.
So you gotta move that headquarters over so you can be seen, man.
I ain't
Not heard. It ain't about the light.
There. Hey, beautiful people.
See, I try to turn the camera for you. There you go.
Oh.
We saw them teeth first.
I mean, that's called great dental work.
I know that's right. That's what you call it.
Let me see here.
His name? What's your name? She want to know your name. It's at Too Foul for Y'all. You got to message him, follow him at Too Foul for Y'all.
Yep.
And then message him, and then he might, get into all of that.
I'm going to jump in the comments and stuff, and in a second here, I'm putting it on Snapchat here. Give me 1 second.
While he's doing that, I'm going to read one of the topics of the day for the week. It's talking about Trump. All right, of course. He's always a topic of discussion. He trying to ruin the NFL. We also got stuff about him with taxes and the health bill. Hold on. Hello? 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 Yeah. Okay, stay till 9. Yeah.
You still recording?
Yeah, live TV, people.
Live
what can I
TV.
say, man? What can I say, man? When the kids call, you got to answer, right? It's my son. He had kickboxing class, so I had to call, make sure he all right.
Yep. He 36 in the karate class.
right. So, what we gonna talk about? Trump trying to ruin the NFL. Does Trump really care about the NFL situation, or does he have a hidden grudge, a hidden agenda? What do you think? I'm gonna let you kick it off. What do you think? Is Trump trying to really ruin the NFL? Is he really speaking from the heart, or has he got some haterade that he's been sipping on for years, and he feels that now is a chance to spread that haterade now that he got the biggest platform in the world?
Well, actually, it's a culmination of a myriad of things, such as the fact that he's racist.
Okay, that's one.
He's trying to.
But all the owners are white.
I mean, that's true, but he's not mad at the owners. He's mad at the fact that you have rich black people and rich Hispanic people, and once you attain a certain level of wealth in this country, you kind of have a voice, and he's mad at that. As with many people.
Now, he did say that the owners are afraid of the players.
Because he wants to start some type of dissension. He wants to divide and conquer. He's one of those people that hate the fact that you got some minorities that he views as uppity and they don't know their place. Also, I say that he's tried to become an NFL owner multiple times.
Good point. Even if you all don't know, it used to be a league of football called the USFL that was competing with the NFL in the 80s. And he was a big player in that. He owned the team, and he was trying to rival the NFL. And then at one point tried to become an NFL owner, and they wouldn't allow him. And eventually the USFL went bankrupt, like most businesses that Trump has gotten involved with. And he's always held that as a grudge because, as we all know, he never lets anything go. He holds a grudge on every damn thing as he's petty. He's a very petty person. He's arguing with the Morning Joe and Mika. Like, they should be beneath you arguing and you're the president. But he argues, he still holds a grudge against Obama and Clinton. They don't even hold the office. They don't even have a job in politics, and he's still mad at them. He's talking about he wasn't born in the United States but couldn't prove it. So he's very petty, and he's a hater. And also, he's upset about, like you said, rich athletes having a voice, and he wants to divide and conquer, which is what he's done to win the election. He divided the American public. Only people that voted for him, I hate to say it, are states that don't have big cities, meaning that they're not diversified. They don't know minorities. They're isolated. Their only view of minorities of people is what the media has portrayed or movies. And for some way, they've become racist because they don't actually know anyone. And all they know is the views that the media portrayed. Just like in the 80s, all the terrorists was Arab. So everybody thought the Arab was a terrorist all the time. Or every black person, was a drug addict or a drug dealer. So they fell victim to being okey-doked by Trump. And now they realize they're losing their health care. They're losing their jobs. He can't save the coal industry. And all the stuff that they voted for that they thought he was going to help them with, it's not working.
In all fairness, though, he did tap into the open, like I said, market, because there's a lot of people who feel disenfranchised with politics all around. And the fact that it's so many people that hate the left, they hate the right, and they hate black people and brown people. So he tapped into that, and lo and behold, so many people thought, like, no, we live in a kumbaya society. Everybody likes everybody. When Trump was able to prove that, you know what, everybody doesn't like everybody, and America has a lot more healing to do, because people act like that the civil rights era was like 200 years ago. That was just in our parents' lifetime. This ain't something that's been gone for like 4, 5, like generations. It's still just around the corner. It just happened. So Trump is a product of that. So he's a product of that.
That's true. And you know what? And I'm going to say this, and a lot of people going to get mad or don't want to believe it. But really, Obama kind of had started this. And it's just simply by him being elected. All of those races, man, that really hurt their butt that Obama got elected. And for 8 years, they couldn't wait to get him out of there and undo everything he did and get somebody that was the exact opposite of him. He was smooth, he was charismatic, and they got somebody that was not smooth at all, very uncharismatic, and open racist, because they felt the Republican Party played the fool and made them think that they were disenfranchised, that the white man was losing everything. You no longer have the presidency, you're losing your jobs, and they blamed it on the little person. They blamed it on the Mexican worker, when in actuality it's the business owner that hired them, not the worker. And so what they did is they hired and voted for Trump, who was nothing but a charlatan and a businessman that played them as suckers, and now they're all paying for it. Everybody else that didn't vote for him knew better. But those that voted for him, how long are they going to go when they realize that he's ripping them off and playing them for a fool at every chance he gets? I said, Faith said, I think he just wants to get involved in everything. Joyce Moore said, I really think he forgot Puerto Rican people are Americans. He forgot Puerto Rico was an island.
It's not the fact he forgot.
He
just
care.
don't care.
That's true.
People in Puerto Rico, the average Puerto Rican does not have very pale skin and blue eyes. If the average Puerto Rican looked like the average Norwegian, he would definitely care. But the people in Puerto Rico, they look like they are of Hispanic descent. So in Donald Trump's mind, they should be able to float because beans float. That's how racist he is.
Beans float.
And I'm here to let y'all know that next week, I will be picking the music. There will be no elevator music next week.
You gotta play certain music because of copyright infringement.
I know.
Okay, just play music, then they'll take the video down.
I know, but I'm just saying, I'm gonna find like a very mellow, cool beat.
Hey man, I'm just picking something so that we don't have to just hear only your voice all the time. We can have some type of music to make it go by smoothly. Hey. Anyway, back on topic. Yeah, Trump doesn't care about Puerto Rico. He barely cared about Houston, other than it's a lot of big money down there.
Hey, he care about this in Houston. It's a lot of oil in Houston. He care.
Exactly.
It's coal and oil, so he care about Houston. Houston gonna get fixed. Trust and believe that.
Next topic about Trump is the taxes. He's trying to pass this taxes and make it seem as if it's going to help the average man. But when in reality, when we saw the tax code, all it is giving a huge tax cut to the rich and giving a 1% to the average person. But they getting maybe 5, 10%, 15% in some case tax cut to save money. And they still coming with that Reaganomics, trickle-down economics. When in reality, rich people are rich because they save their monies. They don't spend money. They're not going to start hiring people and spending all their money because they got a tax cut.
See, now I kind of disagree. Rich people spend money. They just don't spend their money. That's the key to being rich, spending other people's money. Well, they play with other people's money and save their own.
Well, exactly. But by doing that, that's not going to help the average person. And you can directly help the average person by giving them a tax cut instead of saying, well, the way we helped you is go work harder.
I mean, not to be asinine here, but how many people have ever gotten rich by saying, let me just go out and help the world? Being super helpful doesn't really get you rich, though.
That ain't helping the world, but if the average person can get a nice tax return or save money when they pay taxes, that keeps money in their pocket, which they can spend in their household, or save in their bank. Same thing that the rich people want to do. But if the working class person is paying all their money in taxes, or they don't get a big tax return, then how can they do that? If the person that's poor with 2 kids, gets $10,000 back, they could use that $10,000 as a down payment on the home. That's a $100,000 home with 10% down payment, $10,000. They can buy a nice car, pay it off. Now they don't have a car payment, and they have a nice, reliable transportation to go home.
Allegedly, you can also buy like a half a brick of cocaine. Allegedly, for about 10 grand. It'll be like some very good stuff depending on the state that you go to. You can take that half a brick. We're looking at roughly 500 grams. If you can sell each gram for $100, allegedly, you could allegedly do the math, and entrepreneurial skills 101.
As long as you don't get caught, that might pay off.
Hey, Pfizer been doing it for 80 years plus.
But they got corporate lawyers on their side. Average man ain't got no more on their side but prepaid legal, if that. Let's see, we talking about the health bill. Why are they still trying to pass this health bill? Why they won't let this go? The reason I think he want to do that is just to say they won. He just want to get a victory in. That's all. He don't care about people saving money, because what they trying to do, repeal and replace, they not even replacing it with nothing. They just want to take it away and say, so they can say when they go to time for vote, we did what we said we was going to do.
For one, they could really help out the health bill by doing something so simple as attacking the insurance companies. So that way people couldn't file frivolous claims against licensed doctors. Take, for example, you got a person who never goes to the doctor for like 20 plus years. So he never knows that he's allergic to licensed penicillin. So one day he gets sick at work. The doctor gives him a shot of penicillin. He gets sick. Then he sues the doctor. Doctors pay the most money in insurance premiums in the country.
That's because you're dealing with somebody's actual death. And what you just said, how rare is that? That's not what's causing the healthcare problem.
It's things like that, though. People suing doctors for like...
If that person can barely go to the doctor for 20 years, more than likely he barely can afford a lawyer as well to sue the doctor.
No, when it's time to sue somebody, lawyers come out the woodwork. They fall out the sky. You be like, oh, snap. It's raining lawyers. They be like, what's up? What's happening?
Well, you started off on the right track with going after the insurance companies, because they're the ones that's keeping prices up. If you really wanted to make money, not make money, if you really wanted to save healthcare in this country, you have to make healthcare a national issue, just like in London or Canada, and take away the insurance companies. Now that would be un-American and more of a communist idea in a sense, because then we wouldn't have the insurance companies making money and employing all those people. It would just be government regulated. But if the government regulated it, they can control costs, they can control the prices going up or down, and they can control the healthcare spending. Now, I'm not going to say everything the government does is great,
but that is
or they control everything good, but that's communism. That is in a way, but we have a lot of communist ideas. Okay. And a lot of communist things going on. So, that wouldn't necessarily be the only thing going on. We got a lot of different communists. I'm not going to get into them all, but it's a lot of things going on in this country that way. But they won't never let that happen, because the insurance companies got billions of dollars, lobbyists, and they won't let that even happen. So, really, as long as we got insurance companies, it's going to be hell and high water to get this healthcare situation fixed.
Well, I think what they also could do is, a lot of people, you should be forced to have insurance.
That's what Obama said.
Well, see, the way he said it, you should just be forced to pay for it, though. It shouldn't be free, though.
You got to pay for it. That's why people want to get it repealed and replaced, because they make everybody get it. And if you don't get it, they're gonna raise your taxes, or they're gonna
they tax you
penalize
for it if you don't get it. But the thing is,
so it's best to get it on your own, and that way you don't get penalized.
They should just do something like you can't get food. No, because you automatically you probably get health care if you get food stamps. But they should find a way to be like, look, you got to have insurance.
I mean, by penalizing you, that's one way to make people.
You got people who don't even work though. So do they really care about getting like you said penalized on like tax reform?
And that's also what people would say is communistic by making you have to get it, which is why the Republicans is fighting so hard to get it. That's what they call the individual mandate, and that's why they're working so hard to get that repealed, because they don't want to be forced to have to get it.
Well, the other options is you just don't have it, and
young people don't want to pay is what it is.
Then young people shouldn't go to the hospital then.
Just die on the street.
You ever heard the saying about some omelets?
Gotta break a few eggs.
I'm just saying, man. Them omelets don't come from osmosis.
I know that's right.
Next topic. Cheers.
Rick Pitino.
My nigga. My nigga.
Rick Pitino is a college basketball coach for over 20 plus years. Won NCAA championships. Very successful at Louisville.
He's a hero.
Works very successfully at Louisville. He also won a championship with Kentucky University, and he's been in the NBA.
2 championships.
Been in the NBA for a while.
Took the Knicks to the playoffs.
Wasn't that successful in the NBA compared to his college career. Nonetheless, he's in the college basketball. Not college. The Basketball Hall of Fame, because it's the Basketball Hall of Fame, not just college. He's in the Basketball Hall of Fame.
As my uncle is glossing over, let me also tell you that Rick Pitino is super player Macadocious of all time. So Rick Pitino is so player that he smashed the girl in a closed restaurant. She got pregnant. She tried to extort him. He acted like he was going with the extortion.
One of his assistant coach's wife.
No. His assistant coach, because Rick Pitino's such a player. He married the lady to have the lady get an abortion. And then when she tried to extort him, he wore a wire and sent her to jail for 7 years. Rick Pitino, my kind of guy.
That was the first major strike against him, though, and what became his downfall. Because then he also had a scandal where this broke just recently in the last couple years ago of one of his underlings recruiting and having prostitutes and stuff sleep with the recruits to get them to come to the school. Which is dumb because all the women want to sleep with the people for free when they come in anyway. So I don't know why they had to have strippers and stuff try to sleep with them.
But see, let me tell you why I'm so against all this, how they treating Rick Pitino. Because he ain't doing nothing that nobody else hasn't done.
True.
Okay?
But he getting caught.
That's right. He just getting caught. He a scapegoat. Okay? Like,
it ain't a crime till you get caught. He shouldn't have got caught.
Hey, look. The real crime is the NCAA making these billions of dollars off these kids and they not getting a dime. And then when a kid found a way to finesse a few cents, they want to act like it's a federal crime.
See, what they're saying is he laundered $100,000 to this kid that's on the team right now.
An Indiana native, might I add.
Yeah. And the problem is, like you said, the real crime is the NCAA not paying these athletes. Making millions. Coach have multiple million, $25 million, $45 million contracts and more. And these kids, all they get is a scholarship. That's like saying you paid your kids because they got to sleep in your house. You were sleeping in that house anyway. Yeah, you may have had to do a few things for them extra, but you can't charge them for that.
And
they already have the dorms at the school. They already have the classes at the school. They already have the teachers at the school.
As the father of a future D1 collegiate basketball athlete, because my son is 13 and he's 6'1", shouts out to you, Womp Womp. When we meet up with the great John Calipari, I need at least $50,000 in cash. and a new Cadillac. Okay? That's what I want. You gonna make X amount of dollars off my son. I know the jersey number that he gonna wear because he keeping his same jersey number. So the school gonna get paid, we getting paid. It's that simple.
Part of the problem is with that, if they just paid the athletes in the get-go, we wouldn't have parents like Lonzo Ball Jr., what is it, LeVar Ball Jr.
You seen Blue Chips, right?
Yeah.
What did Ricky tell them? His daddy wanted a tractor. His daddy got a tractor, right? Shaq mama needed a job. Shaq mama got a job. It's that simple, okay?
That is true.
It's a business. This here is a business.
But that all happens because they don't pay the athletes. If they paid the athletes accordingly,
that's right.
Then they would have had the tractor, they would have had the money, whatever the case. Which I believe they should pay them. It's not a collegiate sport in the sense that they're not. If it was all about the athletes and it was collegiate, they shouldn't be charging for tickets.
That's right. Everything can be free.
Everything should be
jerseys
free.
would be like $4.
Yeah.
Everything will be charity and stuff.
Yeah.
USC got a stadium that hold more people than the LA Rams. So, F you pay me, in the words of Jay-Z. You got to overpay me for underpaying the Cold Crush. It's that simple.
Yeah, good point. I agree. Next topic. Hugh Hefner. The man, the myth, the legend. Was Hugh Hefner a good man, or did he help bring the world down by promoting sexuality, promoting that you don't need to be married and sleep with as many women as you want as long as you look good and a player with money?
Such as myself. Might I add that Hugh Hefner was a revolutionary genius ahead of his time. He was the first person to book Dick Gregory to give him a paying gig. When Dick Gregory couldn't even walk in some clubs, he paid him. So, R.I.P. to Hugh. I know he up there in that great big.
Dick Gregory.
That's right, as well as Dick Gregory. I know they up there in that great big Playboy mansion in the sky, looking at all them angels with them tig old bitties.
Fix me some of that Dick Gregory.
That's right. So, cheers to you, Hugh. And one day, hopefully, I can live a long, beautiful, illustrious life like Hugh. And when I die, I'm surrounded by a girl that's young enough to be my great granddaughter, and she topless. And I'm gonna know I lived a happy life.
To that effect, I think Hugh Hefner kind of was part of the downfall of society in the sense that he influenced a lot of young men like myself to think it was cool to be with as many women as you can, to have money or do this or that, and that life would be great. But there's nothing wrong with having one good woman on your side, being there for you, to love you through thick and thin. That's really the best part of life. And he made that minimalized and made it seem like that wasn't as important or as flashy
now, might I
or
interject?
as cool. And he kind of brought down society by, when he brought that out, then of course Hustler, Penthouse, and all the rest of the porn world and stuff came
shout
and
out
just
to
brought
Larry
everything
Flint,
down.
because he is a media mogul who helped fight for free speech and freedom of the press. But
because he was getting blackballed.
But
and
back
stuff
to Hugh.
with the porn.
Hugh said he didn't believe in cheating. Every time he was married, he was he just wasn't cheating. And he said when he wasn't married, he made up for every time that he wasn't cheating. So again, shouts out to Hugh. I suggest you read up on Hugh, because Hugh didn't believe in cheating. Don't be dogging out my guy.
I didn't say he believed in cheating. I said he believed in making people think that being with one woman wasn't as cool.
Why? He was married before a couple of times.
Okay, and then what happened with their marriage? If you married a couple times, obviously it didn't work out. He was promoting more about being the playboy than he was about being a married boy.
The playboy isn't just the fact that you bed a lot of women. It's just the way of life. It's being a cool, calm cat. When everybody was stuck up in the 50s and 60s and you had TV shows showing man and wife sleeping in two separate beds, it was all about just saying, you know what, I'm going against the grain. I'm going to be a cool, calm cat. It's like the jazz age, baby. So shouts out to you. I love me some Hue, and I'm gonna go buy me a smoking jacket. I don't even smoke.
Hey, I looked up to Hugh coming up, but looking back at it now as an older person, that's part of the reason why people running around, sleeping around now, because now music is influenced saying I'm a player and this and that, and I got all these women. TV shows are showing, hey, it's cool to do this and that. And really, society, he was the main person that influenced society and the thinking, hey, have as many women as you want. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Be a player, look good, have money, and you'll be all right. And in the end, it influenced a lot of men and women.
Hey, Ty, I want you to know, in the Bible, it talk about people being poly. There's nothing wrong with being polyamorous, okay? Like, for one, do you know in a fair society, a man would have more than one woman? And that's just based on the numbers of women that there are out there.
That's based on the Bible terms as well, whereas people, it wasn't as many people moving like it is now. People were stuck in their areas a lot more. And you had more women and more kids because you had work to do. And you needed a workforce. Kids used to have to get up and help work in the fields, help work with the home, help do work. And so it was a different way of society back then. But now, with the way society is and disease on the rise, sexually transmitted disease and everything, it's no need to do that. There's no way to live that type of life. Yeah, when you're young, you want to have as many women as possible. Sex in the City and shows like Insecure have promoted women to have as many men as they want. But in the end, that's not a good way to live life. It's just not. It's best to have that one person be there through you through thick and thin that love the ground you walk on and you love the way they walk on.
You can't have 3 wives? You can't have 4 wives?
In Utah.
Oh, does that mean that he loved them 4 wives any less though?
Man. He loved that he had some young women there that was there for him. If he didn't have money and he wasn't Hugh Hefner, them damn girls wouldn't have been there for his ass.
And if your mama was a man, she wouldn't be your mama.
Thank God.
If it was a fifth, we'd all be drunk.
Well, we ain't got a fifth, but we got a half pint. It says, Ty says, true indeed, it was common during wartime in the Bible. Respectfully, I don't agree. Being poly isn't about sex. So what is being poly about, Ty? You tell me. I know I've seen the shows. I've known a little bit about it. I haven't been poly, so I can't say I know firsthand experience. But what, they got the triad and all of that stuff going on. So what, they all love each other equally?
You're supposed to. You're supposed to.
I just think that's a little more confusion.
It's really selfish for a woman to want to just keep a man to themselves, knowing that there's so many women out there and it's way less men. No, seriously, statistically speaking, the moment that each one of us were born,
it was just more women than men.
It was at least 6 women born at that exact same second. At least. So it's always going to be more women than men. So people should learn to share. Big love, baby. Big love.
Statistically, you got a point. It is more women walking the earth than men. And who knows where monogamy came from exactly. It's not exactly in the Bible from what I saw that you should only be with one man, one woman.
Man-made laws. People selfish.
She says it's about building a family and cutting out jealousy.
That's right, baby. That's right.
I mean,
I agree to that.
But they do have jealousy as in one person spending more time with the other when you're in that.
Because you don't know how to
one person been getting a little more D than the other. And so
it ain't just about D, man. It's about the whole thing.
I watched the show. I've seen a little bit about it.
Yes, Ty. And if you're looking for, you know, a husband here, I'm thinking about getting married in the next couple of years. So you and some sisters, y'all come down here and y'all holler at a guy like myself.
Hey, don't try to steal Ty from me.
I'm just saying, you know.
Ty, we can work that out. I'm daring to try this possibility. Let's dare like Super Dave in this motherfucker. But no, seriously, it's a new age and a new way of thinking in a way. Said God did allow men to have a lot of wives to populate the earth, but later Jesus said one wife. There we go. I said faith on Google. There you go. I appreciate that clarity.
Hey, you know what also said in the Bible? If your house got mold, you have a rabbi come and bless the house. If you continue to have mold, you burn the house down. How many of y'all done burnt y'all crib down before?
They may not have had mold.
Drops mic.
Drops mic. Moving on to the next topic. If you want to have a comment on the last subject, feel free. What do y'all think about Empire versus Power? Do you think that Empire is a better show than Power? Or do you think Power is just way better than Empire and Empire has no chance? Me personally, I really don't like Empire. I made that review on Empire because that's what my fans wanted. I try to give you all what you want. But I really prefer Power a lot more. Tell me, what do you all think? You like Empire better than Power? I think they're trying to push the gay agenda a lot on that show Star. And Empire, I was going to do a review on the show Star. But when I saw that guy walking around in prison, but then he was really a shim, it kind of threw me off because he was happy to go in the cell with old boy talking about I'm going to be all right. And I think that guy was ready to get on the toll road, the Hershey Highway. And he was about to floor it.
Even though Terrence Howard is from the hometown Chicago, I don't really support anything that the guy that created Empire does. Because all he does is figure out ways to exploit like the most negative things about black people.
He tries to exploit the gay lifestyle.
But then again,
yeah, Power is way better. Like, I said faith. I agree.
I don't really like Power that much either because Power exploits one aspect of black people. I hate shows that only act like...
you ain't never seen Power enough.
We discussed this that I watched the first 3 seasons. Because I ain't seen the last season. I ain't seen enough of it. No. I know that it's not my type of show because it's too sexual. It's too violent. And it just plays into the stereotype. The only thing black people are good at is murdering and screwing.
You never saw an Arnold Schwarzenegger movie?
Yeah.
How many people he blow up and then he tear up some booty?
But Arnold Schwarzenegger don't kill 5 people, then screw a person, kill 5 more, screw a person. Matter of fact, you can't name the white equivalent show of Power. Because they don't have a show like Power for white people where all they do is screw. Even Tony Soprano screw every couple of episodes.
They didn't screw nobody in the whole last season.
Oh,
the season before that.
And the season before that, they were still screwing. Yes.
Not that much.
Okay. Tony Soprano was like, man. And I was like,
What's up, Monica? You like Power too? Yeah, I like Power too.
I mean, but I do like the fact that black people out there getting the check. I like the fact that 50 Cent found a lane for himself because I'm a great 50 fan. I mean, you talking to a guy that has said that one day I will probably open up a liquor store. I know that's not positive in the black community, but I'm a capitalist at heart, so I understand. But it's just something that I choose.
Like all capitalists, you eat your young.
Yeah, pretty much. But it's just something that I personally don't support, though. Me personally, I do a lot of reading and I watch sports. That's about where I go to.
Reading them Playboy articles don't count.
Do you know Playboy interviewed Jimmy Carter, Martin Luther King, John Lennon?
Yeah, but those pages were stuck together.
Because it was good reading, baby.
Interactive.
Me personally, I mean, I don't even think nobody is really jerking off to Playboy. Them like glossy pictures. Okay, if you gonna jerk off to like a magazine, you need something nasty, trashy, like some Blacktail, some Penthouse.
Yeah, but those wouldn't exist if it wasn't for Playboy.
That's right, he the forefront. So like, you know, shouts out to you. Let me get in this comment section so I can tell everybody what's up.
Alright, moving on to the next subject. Climate change. They saying that the cost of climate change could cripple the U.S. economy. They saying that places like Miami, parts of Texas, parts of California, all of the natural disasters, all of the money that the government's gonna have to pay in the end could cripple the U.S. economy. Now, here's the thing. Some people say climate change ain't real.
It's not.
Some people say it's man-made.
It is.
If you all want to know what I'm talking about with man-made, go on YouTube and type in HAARP weather machine. HAARP. Weather.
They got a movie
Control.
coming out about that this year.
They sure do. And then we'll see what you all think about that. In the end, one way or another,
it's all about big business.
it's costing people.
It ain't costing the powers that be, though.
They doing it on purpose. I believe climate change is real, but I also believe that it's being enhanced
Whoa,
by
I
the
said,
HAARP weather
Faith,
machine.
hold on. Sons of Anarchy was a pretty great show. And, might I add, it wasn't as much gratuitous sex. Power has a lot of gratuitous sex. Like, it's just raunchy. Like, think about a porn. If you watch a white porn, it's got a plot.
So you support the white biker show, but you won't support the black show.
Well, I said I support the show. I just don't. I choose not to watch it. I'm telling you the difference because it was a little more classy. Like white porn is a little more classy than black porn, even though
Says who?
I prefer black porn because I like black women. Says me. If you watch white porn, it's got a script. They got words. They got like lighting, a director.
I'm saying black porn.
If you watch black porn, it start off and they screwing. They're like, hey, how you doing?
I seen the one talking about the Cosby Show.
That's called parody porn.
Hey.
I can get into that. Trust me. I know my porn. All right. I made a porn before. It's
to be continued.
But the thing is that Sons of Anarchy, it wasn't as much gratuitous sex. I can't think of a white person show that has that much sex every episode. Now I haven't seen season 4, but the first 3 seasons, I'm like, man, like that's just something that I'm just kind of confused on.
Hey Julian, what's up, brother? How you doing, man? Glad to see you back. Hey Ty, you was about to mention HAARP. I'm glad to see you know about HAARP. That's what's up.
Now look, Ty, I'm not
don't
saying
know about
white
the
porn is classy, like it's better. I'm just saying they invest more money into it.
They don't.
Yeah, they do.
Okay, they may invest more money into it because the people shooting it may have a little more money, and black porn may be more independent.
Yes.
But it's not that they invest more money into it. So
black porn
better.
look like it's shot on iPhone. Now I still watch it though, but still, it look like somebody is shooting it off the iPhone.
Hey man,
like a Rick Ross video.
White porn ain't classy.
Some is. Which some? I'm sure.
You still thinking of that 70s porn we watched as kids and VHS tapes.
I've been looking for that. I can't find it.
Ain't nothing like 70s and 80s porn. That's classic.
Janet Jackson, Ebony Ace, Dominique Simone,
Vanessa Del Rio.
Whoa, whoa.
Julian says, do you agree with Minister Farrakhan when he says 98% of problems black people face can be solved by their unity? No, I don't agree with that, because at the same time, unity may help. A lot of these problems are put against the black community. It's not caused by the black community. It's powers that be that made the educational system in black community inferior to the educational system to other communities. It's 98% of the reason why other people police the black community harder than they police other communities. They say white people smoke as much weed and use as much weed, if not more, than black people. But how come black people and Hispanic people are the ones that are put in jail for the same crimes just as much? How come black people always get a public defender that cares half-ass about them, whereas white people have other people, whether they are able to get a lawyer or have a public defender that cares a little more about them than black people, because they feel black person was going to end up here one way or the other, because society and the media makes it seem like this is what black people do. They already a criminal.
Now, Julian, I'm with you. I do think that 98% of the problems that black people face can be solved by unity. But unity is so hard to accomplish in a system that's designed to keep us separate and keep us at odds. Most people spend their whole life fighting invisible enemies that they can't see, having a reason to hate your neighbor, hate the guy like down the street, instead of saying we need to come together like the Black Fist.
In a way, punch a person. You right about that. You'd be surprised how many people will attack me on this video about Tasha saying, was she black? And you want to talk about Lala Keisha because she light-skinned. So they want to divide because somebody's blacker or lighter. Meaning, well, that don't give a damn. That don't mean nothing. That's like saying somebody would say Obama's more black than me because he's darker than me.
Hey,
but Obama, wait, let me finish. Obama never lived in the black. Obama never lived in the black community. His daddy's from Kenya, which is African, and his mama is white. So he's not African American. He didn't grow up in the African American community. He grew up in freaking Hawaii and Singapore. He didn't come here till he was grown in his damn near late 20s, early 30s. So you can't just judge people off of color. That's like saying we both ain't black because I'm nice looking and handsome and he's not. You can't judge everybody.
And that right there was the comedy section. That nigga wish he was chocolate.
You can't judge everybody by that.
The thing is that people, that some black people, they have so much self-hate that they don't even realize. Because I don't think you see like white people saying, oh, he ain't got blonde hair, we don't like him.
That's true.
But black people always try to find something to talk about the next black person about. Even if you from Africa, they call you stuff like an African booty scratcher. If you white and you see a person that's from Europe, you don't say, look at that Europe crow eater or something. It's just people have been trained to hate people who look like them before they hate people that don't look like them.
That all goes back to the seasoning process of slavery. People say slavery this and that, it's old and whatever. The problem with slavery is it still exists because of the seasoning process. The problem is they taught us, like Angela Terrell says, they program us to go against each other, to divide and conquer. The light skin against the dark skin. That go back to the house Negro versus the field Negro. Because one was lighter than the other. They began to hate one another.
White people was pretty effing smart for that. Because if them Negroes would have just sat...
Smart yet evil.
Yeah. But if they would have just sat back and said, hey, my nigga, we both slaves. Let's kill whitey. Like, I mean, that's really what they should have been on, though. But it was so easy to separate people, though.
But you know what happens when you do that? Just like in that movie they made with
Nat Turner
movie. What they do is say, see, I told you they was violent. Now we need to do this, we need to do that. So they always do that. Just like if we are in an argument, and even though they may call you everything but a child of God, as soon as you get up and yell and scream, they say, see, I told you. Look at them yelling, look at them screaming. And then they act as if they didn't throw stones and hit you upside the head. And so that's how they are able to do that and manipulate people, and our people fall for it all the time because of, as a people, we are emotional. And sometimes we're not as rational. And so, yeah, they divided and conquered us in the sense that people all the time will say, you put everybody on here but his black wife. What difference does it make what Tasha color is? I'm not talking about anybody by color. That's just so simple way of looking at life.
I like Tasha, I'd screw her. I like Angela, I'd screw her. I like Lala. I'd screw her.
Man, you'll screw the crack of dawn, man.
If the crack of dawn looked like Tasha, Angela, or Lala, then yes, I would.
As long as that crack was attached to a big apple bottom.
And a pretty face with a nice personality. Because truth of the matter is, I'm sapiosexual. So
what the hell is that?
I'm attracted to intelligence. I like somebody I can build with and grow with. Now, it just so happens that I'm really happy if that's also attached to big old bosoms and tick old bitties, because that's what I like. And I always say, if God did not want me to spread the blessings that I was birthed with, then he would not have birthed me with these blessings and this charm. Amen.
Can I get a amen?
Next topic. And y'all feel free to ask us some questions tonight.
Ty said she liked the music y'all playing now. Thank you, Ty. I appreciate
That's
it.
because she ain't heard the music that I'm playing, though. Who don't like a dark-skinned guy with nice teeth? We been in style. And I got on my Spider-Man shirt, y'all, because I'm a comic book fan. You say that, and I'll kill you, okay?
I'm not about to say nothing. Anyway, moving on. Ty, this music is off of YouTube, because they have certain music you can play that they won't block or royalty, and since
because they getting the royalty off of it, that's why they don't block it.
Regardless, this is something I played that I know I wouldn't get the video flagged and copyright taken down.
Hold on. Now, Ty, I don't agree that black folk need to stop feeding into their emotions and being reactionary. Why is it that people always require more from black people than everybody else? Everybody else can relish in the fact that they're human. They're not perfect. So if you push them, they can push back. But when it comes to black people, we supposed to just take and absorb like we a pillow. You just, no. I'm human the same way as the next man is. Everybody should be respected as a man. A woman should be respected as a woman.
In a way, I kind of agree with Ty, but it's one thing I would change. I would say black folk need to stop feeding into their emotions and be rational. Start thinking more about what's going on, analyze the situation, and react accordingly. You should know somebody trying to get me set up to fall for the okie doke. I'm not going to feed into that so they can run and point the finger. I'm not going to do this. Instead, I'm going to work around what they trying to do, and then I'm going to go ahead and then I'm going to get back at them mentally instead of emotionally.
Julian, you missed when we already hit on Rick Pitino. But just to recap on that again, yes, every coach is just as guilty. Okay? Because at the end of the day, you mean to tell me that Rick Pitino is more guilty than Calipari, and Calipari got a pipeline to the NBA? Now, does that mean that Calipari is just as guilty at this point? Because no, because at this point in the game, Calipari can say, look here, you come to Kentucky and you go into the league. If you can start on my team, you go into the NBA. He can say that. But at one point, he wasn't always Calipari. So at some point in the game, he was given a bag of cash. And it's not wrong. Why should somebody want to see their child be pimped out to some other people, but you can't even get nothing?
Right. Everybody in the NCAA ain't going to make it to the NBA. But the NCAA still making money off of their ass while they're there. So they should get more than a seat in a class that they already had a class going. They should be getting paid while they're in college, and the NCAA is pimping them. So, yeah, Rick Pitino is just stupid for getting caught. That's all. And Julian, you said, for example, to wait, what does it say? Not that. You said something about Machiavelli. Machiavelli says poverty is proof of honesty. So do you believe to a certain extent wealth is proof of dishonesty?
We touched on that earlier too, but yes.
Yes
I
and
do.
no. Yes and no. It depends. Old money is rooted in dishonesty because
New money too.
Depends. Like I may make some money now. I wasn't dishonest. But
if you make enough money to be wealthy, you probably had to do some immoral things at one point.
Because having so much money over somebody is immoral in a way. Anyway.
Case in point, Dr. Dre sold Beats by Dre for like almost $1 billion. There are people out there that say he stole the technology. He stole the whole Beats by Dre from somebody else.
Well, what it is another company asked him to market it. And they kind of...
And he screwed them out of that company.
But that was their fault for not valuing it properly.
But he had to do some moral stuff. Same way with the Matrix and the Wachowskis.
That's corporations, period. Yeah, that's true.
So to get wealthy, you have to kind of do some underhanded stuff. Because let's just be real here. The smartest people and all the artists and all the great thinkers of the world, they not great businessmen. So people take advantage of them people and they say, you know what? That's a great idea. I'm going to happily steal that from you.
Well, what it is people don't realize it's two parts of your mind. Some people know it is and some people don't. But the intellectual and the creative side of the mind is very few people that can mesh both of those sides together. A lot of creative people are not great businessmen. And a lot of great businessmen are not creative. And so it takes one stealing from the other sometimes, unfortunately. They don't normally want to partner because the businessman that's great thinks down on the creative person and says, well, this person ain't nothing but a creative person. I can get these people a dime a dozen. So why would I want to spend all this money, split it with them? Whereas the creative person looks down on the businessman and saying, all you did was sell this stuff and make money off of it. You can't create a damn thing. And so that's why the two come at odds. And one way or the other, one of them is going to get screwed.
We are more passive than ever. We don't stand up anymore. When the police was killing our men, it was more white people protesting at the rallies than blacks. Let me tell you why I don't agree with that. Because I happen to know people that protested in Ferguson. And they said from what they saw...
Steve Jobs is the exception.
And they say from what they saw as to what the media showed was two different things. The media act like it was just hooligans out there. But it was people out there trying to fight for their rights and march and protest, but the media is only gonna show one like it's a narrative,
right?
And
just like they love to show black people tearing up shit,
yeah.
But they don't show how long everybody was there and how many people was there that didn't tear up a damn thing.
Yeah, so
tried to stop them from tearing up.
So stuff. I don't agree that we are as passive as people think. You got black people that got gun. I'm not got because that's bad, like it's a grammar. But you have black people that have gun clubs that are taking like a real social stance in this world. But the thing is, that's not what the media wants to show, because the media knows if they show this group of black men with assaults and rifles and guns and tactical training, then that'll spark the flame in somebody else's mind and say, you know what, if them brothers can do it, then we can do it. So they would much rather show some hooligans stealing Jordans.
Plus that steals and changes the narrative. Just like what they did with the flag protest. They're not talking about the real reason why the flag protest is going on. They've stole and changed the narrative and made it about the soldiers.
Hey,
that way they don't wake up. That way they don't wake up the mind and people and realize that, hey, it's not about the military. It's about the injustice that minorities and black people are facing with police and other people every
Minorities
day.
Should just say, you know what, man, it's 2017. Why are we standing up for a song that in the third verse is talking about killing slaves? That and you should just drop the mic.
Hey, check me out on Twitter at JASMINE78. I posted that third verse on there. I got a link to everything on there. You can see I got the link to JASMINE78 in the description box. I just posted that today about the third verse and the history behind it. Also, you can email us the questions or anything you want to get in contact with me at jmorereviews@jmorereviews@gmail.com.
And don't forget, tell a friend to tell a friend to tell somebody to punch somebody that when we reach 1,000 viewers at one time, we will give away a pair of Yeezy boots
that he is buying.
Authentic joints. Not the fake Yeezy Busters, talking about real deal, authentic Yeezys.
And he'll be buying them for you. So just go to 2-5 for y'all to ask for them. Also, Monica and Ty, you agreed that intelligent is sexy, so you all think I'm sexy?
No,
Let me know.
Was talking about me.
Let me know.
They was talking about the chocolate hammer.
Hey man, that arm ain't intelligent.
But it's also sexy though. The mind is, the mind.
Anyway, Ty, I see your comment about what you were saying about what you meant and using more logic. I appreciate that. Yeah, I see. I got you. There's just a lot of stuff coming on. I wasn't able to get to it, but I got you. Appreciate it, Ty. All right, next topic.
Next topic.
O.J. Simpson.
My nigga.
He's getting free Monday. Should O.J. be free or should he stay in jail? Should he be harassed or should he be able to live a regular life? Should he be public and famous or should he just ride off into the proverbial sunset? Julian said, is it fair? He just took it off. Julian, you putting up stuff and taking it off. What's wrong, man?
Don't be scared, Julian.
Yeah, I'll ask more questions, so say it. Is it fair to say that it takes change to be successful? Do you think money changes people or just reveals who they really are? Both. Sometimes money may help people be a better person, but majority of the time, it just enhances who they really are. Like Donald Trump, I'm sure was an asshole before he was, I mean, it's always had a silver spoon in his mouth, but I'm sure he would have been an asshole no matter what in life. But
okay, let me just touch on this real quick, Jules. It's like this. Okay, think of it like, I don't know your financial situation from a hole in the ground, but let's just say you had 100 times more than you had today tomorrow. Tomorrow, if you have any kind of business acumen, you're saying, I want to spend, I would like to acquire more than what I have. So in order to acquire more, I need to broaden my spectrum of friends. So instead of hanging with the same people that I know who had X amount of dollars yesterday, I want to find some new people to hang with. I tell people all the time, my kids included, if you're not changing friends, you're not growing and elevating. So money has to change you, unless your whole squad changes at the same time.
Move over.
I need to move over. I need to, you know. Okay, I'm just saying.
Don't get too close for comfort.
I'm just saying. Hey, on the picture that y'all see, that's the last time he was ever taller than me. Just thought I'd say that because I'm tall, dark, and handsome. And emphasis on the dark.
And that's his biggest accomplishment over me, y'all. So I let him hold on to that.
I mean, you know, if we go outside and pee at the same time, you will see another accomplishment.
That I don't pee on myself.
Touche. Good one.
Anyway, who are you talking about? He's an elder. He needs freedom.
We need to touch on OJ. We ain't really touch on OJ because I was over here Googling something here real quick that I'm going to tell people.
I want to know what we sipping on. We got a little Silver Bullet, werewolf hunting over here. Coors Light.
Yep, and I'm finna take a shot for the culture. It's all for the culture because I only drink when I'm with him.
And I only drink when he forced me to.
That's what she said.
Right before she filed charges at the station.
Hey, we said we wasn't going to mention that.
My bad. All right.
That was in jest, though. I don't want anybody thinking like that because people take this stuff seriously. Let me see.
Now back to OJ. I think OJ, that's a tricky situation. Did he really kill those people?
Hell no.
I think he may have, or he knows who did. But according to the justice system, he was deemed innocent. So we can't just convict him in the court of public opinion for the rest of his life. That's what he went to court for. Anybody else that would have went to court, that wouldn't have happened. Hold on, y'all. Live TV.
Live TV.
I'll let 2-5 for y'all take it from here.
Okay, for one, let me tell y'all why OJ is not guilty. So we talking about a guy who was in his late 50s, supposedly killed 2 people, 1 knife, and one of those people, Ron Goldman, was a black belt. Now, because I have followed this case for a long time. I have followed this case for a long time. And just a small tidbit about me, I am the son of Chicago's first black female detective. So I'm into some crime. Like, you know what I'm saying? I like to know, like, just about crime. So the evidence points that whoever killed him, he was involved in a fight. There was bruises. There was blood. So when they found OJ, he didn't have the bruises. He didn't have a bunch of uncalled cuts. He had some minor minor cuts on his hand that they said could have been caused by a bunch of things. Now, the main thing here is I'm Googling up something here about some evidence that proves that OJ was innocent here. So, let me see here. Because there was some records that Nicole was on the phone with, I believe, her mom at the time. And the judge locked up those records till the year, let's see here. Because they locked up for a long time. And my thing is, if a man is guilty, why do you got to hide the evidence? The fact is, he wasn't guilty. Now, I believe you, Monica. He knows who did it.
I agree with Monica, exactly.
Okay, because you know why? OJ had to be in the NFL for all those years, take all those hits, suffer from CTE, and this woman got the nerve to have a young 20-something guy in his crib drinking his juice. In his Ferrari, drinking his juice. So at that point, he called his homies like, yo, we about to bust a move on this young.
That's what happened when you messing with them white girls.
I'm not really racist like that.
I ain't racist either. I'm
just saying, like, you know what I'm saying?
Rich black man in that area and he dating a white girl. I mean,
a black woman could have did it too. Like, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes it happens.
A black woman would have threw it in his face more and stuff instead of.
That's probably what got her killed. Do you know OJ caught her giving a blowjob before?
He didn't kill her then.
That's right. If he didn't kill a woman, if he caught her giving a blowjob and didn't kill her, like, man, come on, man.
So why would he kill her now?
That's what you the one who says you think he guilty.
Okay, touche. I think what I said was though is that he did it or he knows who did it.
Yes, I will agree with that. That he knows who did it.
Like Monica say. Plus, he went to jail 9 years for stealing his baby pictures back. So
okay, for
that
one,
was garbage.
Why is a man in jail for stealing his own stuff back that was stolen from him? Right. He was in jail because the powers that be was so mad that he got off the first time. Yeah. They was like, we got him. Yeah. Got him.
Yeah.
So
plus the guys he was with was wearing a wire, so they was looking to get rich and set him up from Jump Street. Why would you have a tape or whatever hidden in the room? Looking to, you knew you was about to have some trickery, some tomfoolery going down. You trying to set OJ up. He wasn't nothing but a snitch. Doing that on purpose.
That's right. OJ is a victim of a conspiracy.
In the end, OJ may have known who did it because she was supposedly owing drug dealers money and different stuff. But if he would have said something, he would be dead. So what he did was spend all his money to save his ass, which is what he did. As far as them gloves don't fit, you must have quit. Beautiful strategy by Johnny Cochran. But at the time, he did have on plastic gloves, then try to put on those regular gloves, which was stupid. What, they was afraid he'd get fingerprints on it. They already didn't fingerprint the damn gloves, so there was no need for that. But it's showing when he did that, of course it wasn't going to fit. Who could put on 2 pair of gloves and make it fit perfectly? So that was perfect when they did that to make him look innocent.
I found it. The phone records for Judith Brown Simpson. Those records are sealed away for 75 years. 75 years.
And there's no reason to do that for a damn O.J. Simpson case.
Because he was part of a conspiracy. Just like JFK. Whoever killed JFK, that was a real conspiracy, because those records will not be opened until the year 2070-something, when everybody remotely attached to it will be dead. That's a real conspiracy. So our grandkids will be like, damn, Lyndon B. Johnson really killed the president, huh? And you know what? That's how you get away with something.
Yeah.
Next topic.
Hey, Ty, you drinking Tito's vodka and juice. That's what's up, girl. Little vodka and juice. Ain't no gin and juice.
Skin cells have DNA. But look at who found all the DNA they said. A racist cop, Mark Furman.
How convenient was that?
Yeah.
And at the end, how many cops aren't racist, man? And the thing is this with cops. Cops patrol communities they're not from a lot of times. And part of the reason is because people from those communities get caught up on minor crimes or whatever the case, which limits their opportunities to become a cop. And so when you're a cop and you police a community that you're not from, then all you're going to know with that community is every time you go there, it's a problem. But that's stupid, because of course every time you involve in that community, it's a problem. You're a cop. That's like being a fireman and you say, man, this neighborhood always burning up. Dumbass, you're a fireman. Your job is to go every time to where there's a fire. So you can't say this is a bad community and they always burning stuff up, because your job is to put out fires in that neighborhood. So these cops look down on those communities because they're not familiar with them. And so they say, well, this is a bad community, or these people in this community are bad because they always have this problem, when as a cop, all you're exposed to is a bad side of a certain community that you're in. That don't matter if you're in Beverly Hills. You can say all these people here beat their wives. No, not necessarily. It's just that every time you get a call or whatever, you're going to a problem. That's what police do. They go to a problem. So you can't say everybody in that community is a problem or bad. That's your job. People don't understand that. And so these cops, they become racist, they become callous, or whatever the case.
I will get they become callous. I don't think they become racist. They were already racist.
True. And that was a part of the Klan at one point in time, when they said what we'll do is have our people join the police forces and the military and become judges and have influence that way.
The police was started to catch runaway slaves.
That is true, because before that it was only sheriffs. And then when the police, when they started making the police to catch runaway slaves, it was called, what was it called before police?
Klansmen.
Klansmen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, where that 1800 at my cup? I think I'm going to have a shot for the culture here. Remember, y'all.
That's a little Mexico.
Drink responsibly. And we can make jokes about Mexican people, call them tacos and bean eaters, because we are of Panamanian descent. So we kind of got the right to make jokes about Hispanic people.
Ty said she get why they made him wear latex gloves. Why did they make him wear latex gloves? They already fingerprinted it. What was the point of that?
Well, because they didn't want to get the skin cells inside the gloves. And for one,
they already tested the damn gloves.
And for one, it's a rumor saying that Johnny Cochran had made him not take his arthritis medication,
so that his hands
swell up a little bit. But we got to give credit to Johnny Cochran, because he got OJ off, he got Snoop Dogg off, he got Geronimo Pratt out of jail after 25 years. So I'm going to take this shot for the culture.
And then they gave the Illuminati made his brain swell up and pop.
That and the stress of like knowing like I'm getting all these guilty niggas off. Damn.
Alright, next topic. The flag kneeling, and what is it really about? What is the flag kneeling about? Is it about the armed forces, or is it about what's going on with the police and stuff? We touched on this topic earlier on the Trump side of things, but this is about the military side of things. Now, my dad was in the Marines, and like a brainwashed Marine, he loved on the Marine Corps. They have their own birthday when the Marine Corps was started, and it's not the 4th of July.
It's November, what, 13th or something?
I don't even remember. But I tried to ignore those days. drunken stupor. And also, they have their own Marine Corps song, as does every other military branch.
And he was a Marine too.
Looking for the Passat.
Passat, choke yourself. Sorry, y'all. We going back to like our childhood.
Flashback. But they have their own damn song, and it's not the Star Spangled Banner, which didn't become the national anthem until 100 years later, after it was invented and created
by a slave owner, I might add,
who was upset about the slaves running away and joining the British armed forces, and then they won a battle against him, and so he was upset and his butt was hurt that these slaves was kicking his ass.
And then hundreds of years later, they got the audacity to be mad at a black person for not wanting to stand up and salute that. Like, I just want people to realize how crazy that would be, that in the year 2146 they had an anthem talking about you dirty Jews, and then Jewish people be like, man, this is such a powerful anthem here, it moves me. Like, they asked black people to accept a little bit more than every other race of people on this entire planet. Because I'm not saying, I'm not trying to marginalize anything that's happened to anybody else. Because I think black people have slightly got it worse than everybody, except for Indians. Me and my uncle disagree on that.
I disagree wholeheartedly on that.
I'm going to ask y'all this. Do any of y'all know an Indian in 2017? No, not a Indian. Do any of you all know at least 5 Indians?
The point is this. Indians have reservations. They have their own land. I'm not saying it's great. But they got their 40 acres and a mule. On those reservations, they also own the land where they have oil on those lands.
Okay, I want to say
where
that
the Indians are making money. If our people would have got the land and the 40 acres and a mule that we were supposed to get to back in the day, not now where everybody's taking a downturn, but if we would have got it then and had our own school systems, had our own economy like Black Wall Street in Oklahoma. If you're not familiar with Black Wall Street, look it up and see what happened to Black Wall Street. If we had our own community and we was able to make money, had our own access to oil, who's to say what happened? How many of you all know about Indian casinos? What will be if our people was able to own casinos?
I'm going to ask y'all this.
How many businesses do our people have in the neighborhood? Versus how many Arabs and Koreans own wig stores, nail salons?
They own wig stores? Okay, so look.
How many of them own gas stations? How many of them are selling?
Let me just ask them this.
Go ahead.
Y'all have seen Korean people. You've seen Arabs. You've seen black people. You've seen white. How many of you all outside of a reservation have ever seen at least 5 full-blooded Indians in 2017, or just growing up, with the exception of living in a state that there's a reservation? The answer is probably none. So that is why I say the Indians have slightly got it worse than black people, because even with the reservations, we live at a time that in 36 years, I don't think I know for a fact I have never known an Indian family. I know the dot Indians, but I don't know the feather Indians. I have never known a family of feather Indians.
That's because they have a greater sense of community than our people. They stick with their own community.
Jewish people have senses of community.
And I don't know any Jewish families.
I've met plenty. I didn't even mess with some Jewish women before. I know Jews. I've never met a feather Indian before.
They don't know Jew.
hey.
They don't want to know Jew. So what the hell are you talking about, man?
I know Puerto Rican judo. Like, you don't know who got this is. Okay?
All right, Cam. Killer Cam.
That's right. It's for the culture, y'all.
We experiencing technical difficulties, y'all.
See, we get to talk about the real, and the man cut that off. The man.
While we having these technical difficulties, Angela, she said they don't want many black people being police. I know a man that's a sheriff. He applied to become a police officer and was denied. Exactly my point. Because the sheriff doesn't make an impact on everyday lives as much as a police officer does. A simple police officer could actually destroy your life. He could plant evidence on you, and now it's your word against his. He could shoot and kill your ass.
I'm glad you touched on that, Ty, about Columbus. Because look, we live in a country that Columbus has a holiday, and Columbus, if this was a comic book or like a movie, I'm just saying, because I saw Columbus. Columbus was an effing supervillain.
Yeah, he was.
He eradicated an entire race of people. One man eradicated a race of people. That's unheard of. Hitler couldn't eradicate a race of people.
Ty said she knows some Indians. They got land, free school, and don't pay taxes. Thank you, Ty.
No. She didn't. She said, yes, I do. That's one person. How many people? So look, out of doing this, we met one person.
You gotta minimalize the answer.
I'm not minimalizing. I'm just saying we met one person who knows some Indians. So that shows you how small of a percentage that is.
Everybody that's watching ain't commenting. Everybody that's watching ain't gonna.
In my 36 years, I have never seen an Indian family. I think that's crazy.
That's probably they hiding from you.
Okay? The only Indians I know is when girls go in the store and they get that Indian number 22 Remy and they get that long hair that I like.
That's just Hawaiian silky.
Oh, okay, whatever it is, I like it though.
Let's see. says, don't forget the freedmen were enslaved because they were black Indians. Indians and black folks shared a lot in common. That's why so many black people have Indian in their family. When the Wild West was being frontiered, a lot of black folks are the ones that helped frontier the Wild West and go there, just like in the movie Posse, because they had opportunities, and then they actually made it with Indians.
Motisa?
Last of the Motisa tribe. And so that's part of the reason why, you know, a lot of black people have Indian in their family, because, you know, they share a lot of similarities in their oppressor.
And don't be saying you got Indian in your family just because you got an ultra perm.
I said, Faith said, they live on reservations and don't come down from there too often. But if I went to where they are, I would see them. Thank you.
Okay, but
they ain't interested in coming into this shit.
Like,
pardon my French.
That's the only race of people that you can say, I gotta go up there and find them. Every other race is like walking around. Every other race and color and creed of people.
That's because they got their own land. Every other race and creed and people ain't got their own land other than the white man. All this is his land, but other than that, they the only ones that got their own
like
land.
I can see if you only see Asian people in Chinatown, but you don't. You see them everywhere
because they have business, looking to own businesses and stuff. You got to get some fried rice wherever you go. They know black folks love a little fried dog tail. You know what I'm saying? They know we love a little cat on the stick as long as it's seasoned right. So it's a difference. They looking to make money. Everybody else, I don't know about Native American food restaurants. I ain't never seen a Native American food restaurant. If they did, it would be good. They got Native American casinos. They got Native American casinos where they making that money. They also are selling oil off of their land. Let's see.
I'm gonna have to check out that book, Ty. I love a good read. Anything else that you can suggest?
Not mixed black and Native Asians looking Indians that came from the Bering Straits. Hey man, RP wrote a book about this. Julian, when news like Kevin Hart breaks, is it fair to say it doesn't happen? It doesn't help certain perceptions that people have, and it gives credence to things media portrays. For example, the show Power. What happened with Kevin Hart?
Oh, because he cheated on his wife. My thing is,
so what?
Kevin Hart is the size of my baby cousin, Jason Jr. They both 5 foot nothing.
Hey man, my son is 13, man. Shut up.
They 5 foot nothing, 100 and nothing like Rudy. Okay?
So, hey man, my son ain't no 5. Shut up.
So my thing
is, he's a good height for his age, man.
Yes, I like short people.
Kevin Hart is a grown man.
But the thing is, Kevin Hart is human, okay? That man got more money than you can throw a stick at. So of course, like, why do people put these unhealthy expectations on celebrities?
The problem is this: why the hell is he getting married right now at such a young age when he knows he still want to sold his royal oats? And he's still traveling.
Man, Bill
everywhere
Clinton
he goes.
Was getting piped down in the White House.
That's because he old. His wife wasn't. She the first lady. She supposed to have been the first one taking care of that.
You think she wasn't?
She wasn't.
Variety is the spice of life.
Actually, he wasn't getting enough variety. He wasn't getting enough regularity. And at that age, you know, sometimes.
There you go. I say in Faith. Good point. Other people be like, keep turning the other cheek. Now let me take this shot because I be babysitting because I ain't a real drinker, but...
You ain't got a babysit. It's older than you, boy. It's age like fine wine.
But,
we got to give a shout out, well, who wanted some? Angela wants some. Angela Terrell, we going to save a shot for you, ma.
Yep, I'm going to take this shot for you. Might I add, I also like body shots back in my college days.
Can't even see you, see?
Well, if y'all can't see me, I'm the handsome chocolate drop.
Chocolate boy wonder.
Pretty much like Pete Rock.
I don't think you knew that.
What? It ain't much I don't know, except no.
Mastery is a great book. Drake. There you go. Baby said, man, gotta drink that up.
The only book I've read by Robert Greene is The 48 Laws of Power.
Yeah.
I love that book. I make my kids read that book every summer. And I want to check out the 50th Law of Power, but I'm pretty sure it's the same 48 laws, but in like slang.
50 Cent throw a shot out on that one. Ty want a shot too, man. I gotta take a shot for Ty, man.
Now, if any of you all got some big old booties, could I sit a drink on y'all booty and do a shot off y'all butt? I'm just saying, do y'all got some end tables?
Hey, he want that crack of dawn, baby. What's up?
I told you.
Chocolate drop, yummy. Hey, man, I'm white chocolate, man. It was that Toblerone.
All right, the White Shadow. That was a good show, too.
Hey.
Okay, so next topic. And y'all asked us some questions on this Friday night.
What's up with the Trump officials flying government airplanes everywhere? And now it just announced one of them is going to resign.
Man, do we got to keep talking about Trump and his small hands and his orange hair? It's so much happy stuff in the world to talk about. Okay?
He the one that makes the most news. 50th law is not slang at all.
Oh, I'm going to have to check it out. Hey, do y'all know what's... I mean, I haven't read the book, so I didn't know. Do y'all know the last great book I read? This is going to be surprisingly.
See, she like butterscotch, man. Look at you,
okay.
man. Don't
Tag
be
team
hating,
back again. But surprisingly, a great book.
What's up, Ty? Appreciate that.
Is the autobiography of Pimp C. It's a great book. I've been telling everybody to read this book. I never knew the artist that Chad Butler was until I read this book. There you go. Yeah, Trump. What do you want to talk about, Ty?
Y'all ain't asked us not one subject to talk about.
Y'all just be listening to us go on and on like Erykah Badu.
All right, so here's another question there.
Oh, hold on. Before you start that, do y'all know I hate like social media, like the ratchetness, but I must admit, those for the dick songs and for the pussy songs are mildly amusing. Mildly amusing. So I saw one that the cop did. So I just thought that I would throw that out there. Because I don't usually watch that kind of stuff. Because I'm like, oh man, that's so ratchet. But I saw it at work the other day. And it was slightly funny. So I just thought I would throw that out there. Ty, I rock with you, baby. Yes. Pimp C. Sweet Jones. They call me Sweet Jones.
James Jones.
That's
UGK
right.
for life.
That's right.
Dirty Money.
And if y'all read the Pimp C book, you're not going to like Bun B. I guarantee you. You're going to read some stuff in there. You're going to say, man.
Nah, he ain't sent him no commissary in jail.
He ain't even visit him in jail. Like Bun B was not all he made it seem like he was cracked up to be.
Yeah, that's us. The two little boys, that's us.
What y'all thought we was like pedophiles or something? We just taking pictures of little kids? Yeah, that's us. Hey, just out of curiosity, can you guess which is who on the picture?
I know it's tricky. I know it's asking a lot.
It's definitely a hard pick.
Sweet James Jones.
Whoa! This tastes like bad decisions.
All right, here go another topic. Say on CNN, dangerous sexually transmitted diseases are on the rise. 2016 saw the highest number of new cases ever reported.
Population control. New topic. That's all it is. Population control. Yeah, Bun B a traitor. You should definitely read that book. It's written by
that woman.
By Julia, forgot her last name. The woman who was the editor-in-chief of the
that magazine.
Ozone, yeah. Julia something. But it's definitely a great book. You should check it out.
It's on Amazon.com. You can get it. It's like around $10.
Yep. Any comic book fans in the house? Anybody going to see Thor Ragnarok November? Y'all watch Defenders? I got on my Spider-Man shirt. I'm serious with this comic book life. You know, it's real talk.
I stopped when you stole my comic books.
I knew that would come up one day, y'all. Okay? I borrowed like 6 comic books from him like over 20 years ago, and he never lets it go.
Hey, what do y'all call borrow without asking? I don't know.
America calls it annexation.
You made my comics a country.
Pretty much. Have you checked out Queen Sugar yet?
No, I haven't seen that yet, Monica. You want me to try to do a lot of review? I have to look and see. I did that review of Empire. Everybody kept asking me. It made me watch that show I don't really want to watch or support, but I did it. I hope y'all liked it. Ty like comic books. Ty, boy, she all around. I like Ty.
Man, Ty, you gotta follow me on Instagram. I'm super dope.
Just don't follow him into that dark room. Make sure the lights cut on first.
I mean, you know, I say please. So, what kind of comic books do you like, Ty? I'm a Marvel guy. I don't collect as seriously as I once did.
She like them comics in Playboy.
So, like right now, speaking of which, if you guys go to MarvelUnlimited.com, they have buy 1 month, get 1 month free. You can read over 9,000 books. That's what I pretty much spend my time doing when I'm not parenting or just working. I read a lot of comics.
I haven't really gotten too much into comic books in a while, but I do watch some of the movies though when they come out.
Great films, I might add.
Do you watch the show Ozark? Never heard of it.
That's the new show that's on, I think it's on like Netflix. Everybody been talking about that.
The Haves and Have-Nots. I never heard of that either, but I have seen these other people on YouTube reviewing it.
I heard of the Have and Have-Nots. I've been meaning to check it out. I watched Narcos though.
So which show do you all want me to review? Queen Sugar, Ozark, or the Haves or Have-Nots? I'm going to do one of these next.
I think we should do, Marvel is my favorite. What's your favorite book?
Marvel is the best. Way better than DC.
Not now. I don't know.
DC is most popular.
Hell no.
No other comic book is more popular than Superman and Batman.
What?
Worldwide.
Man,
that's
look,
a fact.
Look.
I'm not saying it's better.
Do you know that at one time DC was so broke they was about to get sold to Marvel, and the people at Marvel didn't think it was a good acquisition?
Hey man, at one point in time, all this stuff get bought and sold, and they have good stuff, bad deals or whatever going on.
Like Marvel is.
Ty said that's a good deal buying all them comic books per month.
Yeah.
One thing about that does look good with the new devices and the full color. They gave me a free trial and I did it. I just couldn't get into it too much.
Let me show you my little collection. Now, because I do buy some.
The Sons of Anarchy. You want me to do the Haves and Have-Nots?
Oh, hell yeah. I'm going to watch the Mayans from the Sons of Anarchy.
Yeah.
See, these are all the comic books that I bought right here. I bought all these. So, like, I own these.
How much they charge you for that?
Like some $14.
I used to like the Punisher.
Key. Like the some graphic novels is between like $10 and $14.
Man, ain't no way I'm
individual issues is like $1.99, but I got them forever though.
Man, I wouldn't buy that for nothing.
I mean, I buy books off the iCloud.
I buy my books, but I like to have it in physical form.
If y'all can see my books I have on here right now.
You could turn it to them and see.
Well, yeah, I could. Look at that. The autobiography of Luther Campbell. Autobiography of Richard Pryor. The Pimp C
so
book.
You ain't actually bought a book. You bought it on that.
I mean, I don't really like physical copies of books anymore. But I did say I was going to buy a physical copy of this Pimp C book. So I want to support that as much as I can.
Hey, Julian, you take care, man. We getting ready to get off at 10 o'clock ourselves, man.
Yep, I will catch you next Friday, Jules.
Yeah.
Stay safe.
We only got 20 more minutes and then the show's over, y'all. So if you got any questions, you got anything you want me to talk about, or anything views, make it quick because we got 20 minutes and the show's over.
Yep, ask anything you want to know. Any personal question, nothing shall be turned down.
Y'all play PS4 or Xbox One, 2K basketball.
I play Grand Theft.
The Haves or Have-Nots. All right, I'm going to look in the Haves or Have-Nots. Monica said Queen Sugar. I guess everybody want me to look at their own. Which one? I don't know which one to look at. I'm going to look at Haves and Have-Nots and Queen Sugar. And then based on which one I like between those two shows, I'm going to do a review. I got the Fire Stick, so I'm going to type it in and then I'm going to look at the latest episode. And based on what's happening, I'll decide which one I'm going to do a review on. So, y'all, I'll let you know. You'll be surprised. It'll pop up. And Hopefully I got some good jokes for y'all to laugh at. What is the haves and have-nots about anyway?
That's a lot of women to love right there.
That's for you.
I mean, you know, everybody needs somebody. Everybody needs somebody. Just somebody I follow on Instagram. I follow the people that follow me back.
What is that? Somebody taking pictures of their denim?
Yeah. This girl I used to work with, Corey, she went to King's Rib Barbecue.
Chicken on a buck. King's Ribs is not that good, man.
I know. You know who good, though? Exotic.
Sloppy ass food.
Exotic on the run. Look at this food right here, man. I keep telling you, you should have them come. That's good eating right there. I had one of those.
Crab legs, corn,
shrimp, potato, sausage. It's a good eat.
Exotic.
What am I doing on this Friday night? Well, I'm kicking it with my uncle right now.
Yeah, man.
When I leave here, I let my son go to his first party tonight. He's 13. So I'm going to pick him up in a little bit. And then unfortunately, I got to go home because I got school tomorrow. Because I'm in school working on my math degree.
Get that GED.
A kiki. See, when you make jokes like that, if somebody has a GED, they feel like they like less than.
I just was saying. I didn't say that was bad.
I'm not getting no damn GED. But if you are getting a GED, never be ashamed because education is dope. Because
40.
Education, the credentials is just a paper. It doesn't define actual knowledge.
Hey, in this day and life, man, you can create wealth out of thin air. You can, with this digital media and everything, people can create their own line of business. They can create their own shows and content. They can create their own music and market it. It's a way where you can use your mind to make money. I self-taught myself how to do all of this stuff, and now it's generating income for me. I mean, it's not that easy, but it's not that difficult either. And the traditional way of getting a degree and hoping somebody hire you, people don't realize 5 to 10 years, their job is going to be obsolete, majority of these jobs, with the advancement of technology and robots and self-driving cars. Truck drivers will be out of business because Tesla and Elon Musk have created self-driving semi-trucks.
Yep, it's coming.
Yeah, pretty soon, Lyft, Uber, they're not going to have people driving because they doing all this crap. They're going to have self-driving Lyft, Uber.
Ty's son went to homecoming last week. I'm going to look you up on Instagram, Ty. Let's see if you got an Instagram. Let's see here. Let's see if I can find you. What's that?
Check out Queen Sugar.
T-I-Y-E.
You got you a stalker now, Ty.
Just said I'm going to check her out on Instagram.
To see what she look like so you can try to decide.
Oh, there she go right there.
Whether you gonna holler.
You don't have no post up though, Ty.
She try to avoid the trolls. Not nursing though.
Hey. On the real though, my guilty pleasure right now though is Bodak Yellow. That's a cool little catchy song.
I ain't never even heard of that.
What? Cardi B, Bodak Yellow? Oh,
Ty
man.
says she don't be on Instagram.
What about Snapchat? Snap is where it's at.
Hey,
I just don't like all the filters though.
Another reminder, anybody y'all can email me at jmorereviews@gmail.com in case you want to know any new information or anything going on.
I'm glad I looked at that. I was on 1%. Hey, did anybody take that that new like iPhone update? Cause I've been trying to get him to take the update, and he like, I don't want the update. Oh, well, which page do you use the entire? Cause that new iPhone update is
She probably ain't trying to put that all out here so a million people be messing with her. She said nope. Nope to what? The page or the iPhone update?
She's probably saying nope. Nope to Snapchat. Let me play this Bodak Yellow for you. Cause I know Ty like Bodak Yellow, because that song be jamming. That song make me want to go out and buy a woman some Louis Vuittons. So she can be like, these ain't red bottom, these is bloody shoes.
I heard that. That's Cardi B?
Yeah.
I thought that was that girl that looked like a dude.
Nah.
They got that song on my 2K18.
This on 2K18?
Huh?
Huh?
He said his teacher singing that song.
His teacher be singing that song? It's a lady, I hope. Yeah. Okay. Oh, you should use Snap then.
Man, she grown. Let me hear this. This is on 2K18.
The song be jamming.
Man, she ain't talking about nothing.
Every song don't have to be talking about. Sometimes you just want to have a good
hear a
time.
message.
Not when you in a club having drinks. That ain't the time to be preachy.
Man, I'm past that. Everybody, how long people gonna be in the clubs all the time?
Whoa, whoa, whoa. So, what was the difference when people was in the jazz club? You just want to have a good time, have a drink,
Different
enjoy
music,
the mood.
different music. You wouldn't be listening to that.
You
Talking about
are
I ain't no regular degular. I ain't no regular degular. What the hell is a degular?
No, Cardi B can't rap, but it's a cool, catchy song.
Thank you, Cardi B can't rap. What the hell is the regular degular?
A lot of people can't rap, but they make cool songs sometimes.
No. Whoever made that beat had a cool beat.
I mean,
and
truth be
somebody
told,
mumbled over the
Tupac
beat.
couldn't rap.
No,
Tupac was a very simplistic rapper.
Tupac
but he had passion.
were not as sophisticated. Exactly.
But he had passion.
He had passion. He
knew how to craft a catchy song. Like, how do you want it? How does it feel? Coming up as a nigga in the cash game, living in the fast lane, for real.
But that's a message.
No.
That ain't no regular degular.
Baby, is it cool? Fuck, okay, no. That's
asking the question. Is it cool or is it not cool? I need to know that answer first because I got accused of rape before, so I have to ask. I got a disclaimer form to fill out before we do
just
something.
Like Luke. Like, pop that coochie, pop that coochie, baby. Like, that was, that was a cool ass song.
Ty love jazz, man. Ty is cool as hell, man.
Yeah, jazz is cool. Well, I mean, they play the song too much now.
Ain't your regular degular that's gonna be listening to that crap,
it's the #1 song, so you gotta play it.
No, you don't.
When it's the #1 song, you do. I mean, that's how it became the #1 song.
No, it became #1 song because it's called payola. And they paid all the right people that run the radio stations to play that crap. And that's how it became the #1 song, because people that listen to radio and people that go to the clubs, after something is played so many times, it automatically becomes ingrained in somebody's head. I told you I heard that on 2K18. I know the name Regular Degular because they play the damn song so much while I'm playing basketball
but payola
that I know
really
what the hell it is, because I said,
man.
what the hell is Regular Degular?
Like,
I didn't write that down. I didn't try to learn. I didn't try to learn them whack ass lyrics.
It's a cool, catchy song. Like Future, Molly Percocet.
Big was a master lyricist. That's why he one of the greatest of all time. He was a lyricist.
But he couldn't make great songs, though.
He made great songs. He just couldn't get people moving like Pac could get people moving.
He just didn't make great songs. He was a great rapper.
How he didn't make great songs? Well, he had plenty of great songs.
Man, all Biggie's great songs come from songs that was already hits. Like,
You're Nobody Till Somebody Kill You.
You ain't never heard that song in the club. That's not a club song.
Every song is not a club song.
But a song that's a great song can move the club, can move the streets, and move the crowd.
No.
Okay?
Nobody dances to nobody. You nobody to stop. Who gonna dance to that?
But people do dance to Hypnotize. Hypnotize.
That's a dance song.
Oh.
That's a club song. That's a dance song. Every time, who gonna dance to You Nobody Till I Killed You?
Like Jay-Z when they say, run this city. Like Kanye West. Kanye West make great music. He a great rapper. You know what I'm saying? Like,
his beats.
And
Kanye
his songs.
West is a producer.
And his songs are
Kanye
great.
West ain't the greatest lyricist, though.
Nobody is the greatest. Rap is steady evolving.
Downhill, it's gone from having a social conscience as well as
Kendrick Lamar can rap his ass off,
but he
don't
no longer the same person he used to be.
But he don't make great songs though. But he can rap his ass off.
He don't rap like he used to no more. Kendrick Lamar is starting to sound like everybody else now.
No, man, now you just a hater.
No, I'm not. He got a song on 2K18 too. It sounds like the regular to me.
Cause it's called getting a check. I'm sure somebody
sold out.
It ain't about selling out. Somebody commissioned him to write a certain type of song.
So if you call it getting a check, what is a check?
It's not selling out. It's called somebody.
A check is money.
Somebody paid you for something. If you're a great artist and somebody say, "Yo, man, I know you this great world-renowned artiste, but right now I'm gonna pay you X amount of dollars to draw this stick figure." You're not selling out. You're taking a job.
If you was a regular true artiste, you wouldn't paint that. You would say that's beneath me.
It's a job.
Don't you know Robert De Niro's father was one of the greatest artists of his time with all of the other artists, and he wouldn't sell out. He wouldn't paint the other stuff that everybody was painting. He looked down on what's everybody, Warhol and all of them, because of what they did for the money.
You don't know
so
what kind of check he got offered though.
He got a lot of checks, and he wouldn't take it.
Okay.
It's a whole thing on HBO about Robert De Niro's father. Robert De Niro is narrating it, and he learned from the greatest art teachers, everything.
So
that's where he met his mother.
How come his son do like a made-for-TV movie now?
Because he a sellout.
Okay, it's called getting a check, man.
Hey, man. Hey, Ty said that Big was the consummate storyteller.
Yes, but that don't mean he's the consummate songwriter, man.
How you write the story if you ain't put the song together?
Easy. Nas is a great storyteller. Nas got a song going backwards.
You saying it wrong. You said songwriter. You mean song seller, maybe.
No. Nas got a song going backwards.
And Nas is considered one of the greatest hip-hop artists of all time.
Man, Nas ain't had a hit in like the last viable hit that Nas had was damn, what's that song?
Stillmatic.
Yeah, off that
If I Ruled the Night.
Made You Look. That's like Nas' last great hit.
Man, as a rapper gets older, it's hard to make hits.
It ain't, because Jay-Z can still craft out a hit every now and then.
Yeah, but it's about people like to listen to young people.
It ain't about that. It's just about, can you make a hit?
That's like me trying to listen to some R&B music with my lady, but I'm going to put on some 19-year-old dude trying to tell me what it's like. I'm not listening to this young dude. I want to hear somebody that's older and know what it's about. I'm listening to no damn 20-year-old.
Depending on what kind of music they make.
Yeah,
R. Kelly was making great music at 20. Trey Songz was making great music at 20. Chris Brown was making great music in his 20s.
If I was in my 20s, that's fine. I'm not going to be in my
Drake was making great music in his 20s.
Fine. But that's different. That's a rapper. I'm talking about
Drake is saying too.
He more like whining.
Okay, don't be hating.
No hating. I'm not a hater. I'm a congratulator.
Drake is the hardest rapper out right now.
I don't know about that.
I know about that.
I'm sure it's other rappers that are talented, but
yeah.
And what makes Drake so hard is that he actually has content to his songs. He not the regular saying that silly crap.
But you don't even count though, because you don't even listen to like a lot of current music.
Current music sucks.
You don't know because you don't listen to it.
I've heard it. I'm not going to continue to listen to it. I heard that, so how do I know I'm regular
You heard it on 2K.
I still knew what it was. I can turn it off. On 2K, it got the option to turn it off. I turned off some other stuff, but before I turned it off, I listened to it.
Big Crit is dope. Look, you don't even really know who Big Crit is, huh?
I've heard of him, but I can't name his songs.
They say he the second incarnation of Pimp C. He make his own beats. He makes some great music. They say he like one song away from just blowing all the way up. Like J. Cole is a great rapper. He a decent songwriter though, but he a great lyricist.
Ty said F. R. Kelly, he a sick bastard.
Most artists have some type of weirdness to them.
Yeah, that's true. Nas, she said it doesn't matter. He has classics.
Who, Nas?
That's right.
Yes, Nas got classics. A lot of people. Coogee Rap got classics. That don't mean he can craft that don't mean he was timeless. The difference between a Jay-Z and a Nas is Jay-Z managed to keep himself relevant.
Hey, I do like jazz, Monica. I'm an old school. I got an old soul. I love old school rap. I still listen to my old school rap. I don't listen to a lot of this new school stuff.
I listen to everything. I'm eclectic.
I listen to John Legend before I with somebody before I listen to the regular crap coming out now.
That's two different genres though.
I'm just saying, as far as if I was with my lady going somewhere, I wouldn't be listening to some 20-year-old dude talking about what it's like. I would listen to John Legend or somebody else.
I like Chris Brown. I think Chris Brown makes some great music at some points.
Chris Brown getting a little older, so that helps.
Don't help,
but I wasn't about to be listening to no Chris Brown and no 16, 17-year-old Chris Brown.
If you're a great artist, you're a great artist. Michael Jackson was singing dope stuff when he was a teenager.
What? A, B, C?
Easy as 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, math class.
Do, re, mi. Okay. Mike was the man, man. Don't be hating on Mike.
Hey, man. We know Mike was singing them nursery rhymes for, like the Pied Piper, luring them kids to come play with him. He was singing them songs like the Count from Sesame Street.
I don't think Mike was a pedophile. I don't think. Do I like Machine Gun Kelly, MGK? I like some of his music. Yeah, he can rap his ass off. Another person that can rap his ass off, but he don't really know how to craft great songs, but he can rap his ass off. That is a rapping ass white boy.
I ain't never heard of.
I knew you was about to say that. And that nigga been out for like probably 8 years now. That nigga been out for a minute.
It just show he ain't working.
No, it just show how far out the loop you are, man. Okay? Because he popping. He popping. Let me get on Spotify right now.
I got reasons to be out the loop.
Let me see how many monthly listens he get played on Spotify.
Man, I don't care if they spotted him trying to make a good song recently. It ain't gonna make no difference to me.
Machine Gun Kelly.
Machine Gun is out of bullets as far as I'm concerned.
5,000 monthly listeners.
Man, I got 5,000 people.
I mean, 5 million. I'm tripping. I'm
about to say,
I had that one shot. Calm down.
Yeah, one of his shots. You got shot with one of the Machine Guns.
I like the Migos.
Okay. Migos is okay. They got a couple decent songs. They not 20 years old.
The niggas is like the oldest one, probably like 22. Them niggas super young.
They that young?
Yes.
I don't know all they songs.
The niggas is super young. Like, if you talented, you talented. Talent, no.
But really, they're not that damn talented. Travis Scott lyrics suck, man.
Man, Travis Scott makes some dope songs.
Man, you talking about people with dope beats. Like the Migos got some dope beats.
And they be saying some shit.
Because they took a dab and coughed in their arm.
Nah, that's like...
That's corny. So they couldn't discuss the Migos with you instead of coughing.
You don't even know enough of they music, so I can't discuss them with you. Okay, you ain't followed the Migos wave?
No, I don't ride the wave. Like when you at the football stadium, everybody do the wave. I was sitting down.
I happen to rock with the Migos.
I know a few amigos.
I like some of Young Thug's music.
Hey, bro. All right, guys, it's starting to wind down. We're in the final minutes of the show.
Yep. Hey, Ty, I also like 21 Savage, because sometimes I like a little ratchetness. 21.
This is the oldest person I know listening to kids. 20-year-old rappers.
I like good music, nigga. Good music is timeless. I like Meek Mills. Man, my playlist is so diverse.
That's like your daddy talking about he want to listen to the Migos.
My dad likes some of the Migos. What are you talking about? Who don't like the Migos? Who don't like Bad and Bougie?
My dad wasn't about to be listening to that. My dad was going to stick to the music he liked.
Because that means your dad closed-minded.
He is closed-minded.
Okay.
That's not good to be closed-minded.
Yes, it's not.
But
there's no but to it.
Damn, like, you should have some type of...
Why? You should just be like, this music a little bit too cool for me? This a little bit too hip for me?
Nah, what else you listening to over there?
My playlist is some of everything. UGK, Pastor Troy, a couple of people from Chicago. Sir Mix-a-Lot Posse on Broadway. The Dayton Family. I like T Grizzly. You like T Grizzly, right?
You know I ain't never heard of him. That's why you asked me. All them other people you knew, I knew who they were.
I like Troy Ave. Who else I'm listening to?
What you mean your children live live? Migos is alright.
I listen to Rick Ross.
He losing weight.
I listen to Zero. Who else I got in my playlist?
Zero old school.
Yeah, I listen to some of everybody. Who else I got in here? Got some 50, some ASAP Rocky, some Yo Gotti.
I don't listen to nobody that wear a dress walking around.
I ain't got nothing to do with that. If you can make great music,
man, get out of here, man.
Okay, R. Kelly be pissing on little girls, but he still make timeless music.
I don't be listening to R. Kelly no more like that.
I ain't got nothing to do with what you do. I separate the art from the music. Okay, you gotta stop thinking that
Ty says she got teenagers she listen in the car. Yeah, my son, he 13, so I'm starting to hear some of this stuff from him.
I listen to Game 50.
I try not to.
A lot of Yeezy. I got some Mace in my playlist. Some old school, No Limit, some Doe B.
Mace with his head under the in Puffy lap.
I ain't got nothing to do what he do in his personal life. My favorite though is Goo Wop. I love me some Gucci Mane. That's my dog. Gucci. I got some Bootsy Collins, some Devin the Dude. Who else I got up in here? Some Big Timers. I got some of everybody, man. Some Brother Lynch on. Like I'm just a music aficionado. I just like good music. Some Pot, some Nas, some Scarface.
Ty like Young Thug, Migos, 21 Savage. Young Thug, man, he calling his friends lovers.
What does that got to do with if he can make some great music?
Because you supporting somebody that's trying to brainwash your kids into going around. And your son gonna call his friend.
You know what I feel about that.
Your son,
if you can be influenced by music.
Everybody is influenced by music one way or another.
If you can be influenced to lead your life a certain way, then you a weirdo and natural selection will take you out. That's what I believe.
Well.
You see how Ty love Young Thug.
And what she say about Kels?
But I'm saying, you see how she love Young Thug.
But what she say about
I like
Kels?
women. I like the music that women like. 21.
Yeah, what about Kels? You like Kels?
I'm from the south side of Chicago.
So I am too.
He went to Kenwood.
So you didn't?
No, but it's the fact that he went to Kenwood. I like him. I'm like, man, I'm gonna support anybody from Chicago.
Man.
Now, my favorite Bootsy Collins.
Bump J.
My favorite Bootsy song is Telephone Bill, Mr. Telephone Bill.
What about Bump J?
I like some of his older stuff, but like his new stuff, he sounds too like dated. He didn't keep his flow like up to par when he was in jail. His new stuff didn't come out slapping. Like I still play Twister.
You know, me and Bump J went to school together.
His music didn't come out slapping. I still like Common. So I like some of Common stuff.
Yeah, he went to the same school as me too.
You know, if you're gonna be slapping, I'm all about the great music. I like Webby. I like Boosie, Mobb Deep. I got a dope playlist.
I barely like Boosie Chips.
Look at that. Lil Kiki followed by Eric B and Rakim. Okay?
Southside with Lil Kiki.
Southside. Yep. Yes. The last Mr. Big. I started selling dope back in 1989.
Like I'm not me. There you go, Ty.
You say that like that's supposed to do something to me. I like who I like. I like some Paul Walker, Millionaire.
Well, how would that do something to you?
I just like good music, man. Good music. Good music. I ain't got nothing to do with what somebody do.
That's your opinion that they good.
Yes.
One song you may like, another person can't stand.
That's right, so it won't get no play in my
I'd Rather Be With You is my, that is the
yes.
song. NWA remixed it.
Actually, Eazy-E did, but, you know.
It was on NWA album.
Yeah, but it was an Eazy-E solo song, though. I got that in my playlist, too.
I got CDs, and I put all the CDs in my computer. And so I got the playlist on my iTunes all from having the real CDs. I don't like having that stuff. Just
Like right now, this is my shit too. Meek Millet, Offended. Fuck what you talking about, bitch, you offended me.
Come on, man. How the mighty has fallen. Well, y'all, I hope y'all enjoyed the Friday fuss.
Yep, we'll be back with y'all next Friday. Like that cold sore.
Next time, y'all have some questions for us, man. More questions. Get into it. See what's happening. Something go on during the week. Save it.
And my hint and my tip before I leave is a great way to avoid being raped is to get fat. Because studies show that rapists don't really like fat chicks.
It's hard to find the spot.
Unless any of y'all are fat, then I'm just joking.
Because he'd rape you. With that note, peace. I'm out.
ID 5000, G.
Y'all have a good weekend. Ty, Monica, everybody else, y'all have a good one.